Welcome back. It's time for another experiment. This week, we're going to do an experiment that relates to atmospheric pressure. You'll need a couple of household items for this experiment, and you'll need an adult to do this experiment with some safety gloves on, because we're going to be using fire for this. So let's talk about what we've got. We've got some balloons. Last week we had balloons. We're using them again for this week's experiment. I've got some small pieces of paper. You don't need that large of a piece of paper. You could also use a match. So you either use a lighter and a little bit of paper or one match. That's all you need. You don't need to be making a huge flame for this experiment. A mason jar. The good old mason jar. It's back yet again today. Some gloves. These are going to protect me in the event that I would be exposing myself to a burn by lighting the piece of paper on fire. Please make sure you are wearing the gloves. Okay? Please make sure you're wearing the gloves because, again, we are using fire for this experiment. Finally, the balloon, which I have done is I have filled it up with a little bit of water. Now, how much water are we talking about for this experiment? When you take the balloon in this form, before you inflate it, it's a lot easier to put water into it. Take it, open it up, and let it fill up with water so that it fills this part of the balloon up, and then inflate the rest of it. So still 90%, maybe even 98% of what's in this balloon is still just air. There's just a little bit of water that is key. We'll talk about why later. So we've gotten through what you need for this experiment. Now let's get to the experiment. Sierra, is it possible to get any of this balloon in this jar?
I have no idea. I'm sure if you ended up popping it and then put it in, that would work.
Okay, well, that's one way to do it, but we're not going to try. I mean, yes, that's Sierra. Yes, that would work in theory. Yes, but we're going to do something a little bit more interesting today. If I take this balloon right now and try to put it in the jar, okay, come on, you know, it's not going to go in the jar no matter what I do because this is filled up larger than the opening of the jar. That's all you need to do for this experiment is make sure your balloon is larger than the opening of the jar. But we're going to make some of the balloon go into the jar by using the principles of air pressure. At this point, the air pressure in the studio is the same as it is in the jar. What happens is when we bring heat into the equation, the air pressure will start to drop inside the jar. Once that happens, we'll put the balloon on, and we should see the balloon begin to sink inward towards the jar. So remember, safety first here. Please, please, please have some way of protection with this if you're going to be using the little sheet of paper method like I'm going to use. And if you're going to use a match, I would still have the protection on. Just drop the match into the bottom of this. The key is to put the balloon on pretty quickly after we light it. So here we go. We're going to try to get this balloon into the jar, at least partially, by using heat. Let's give it a go here. All right, so piece of paper is on fire. We got a flame going in there. Here we go. And you see it, Sierra?
I see it.
Oh! And it looks like what happened there, the flame extinguished a little bit. So while we can't get the entire balloon into the jar, we did see the balloon begin to create a downward suction into the jar. Now, I was originally worried that the balloon might start on fire. That didn't happen. Why? Because once the balloon begins to suck in, it cuts off the oxygen source into the jar, and it extinguishes the flame that's in there. So, again, you're not going to be able to get the whole balloon into the jar, but now you can see how you're able to suck some of it in there. And if you're really bored, spend some time trying to get the balloon off of this jar. It's not that easy. So there you go, another little fun experiment. This one has to do with air pressure.